Welcome to this explainer. Okay, if you're sitting there thinking starting an Iowa LLC requires some massive, scary legal budget, I'm here to tell you to think again. Today, we're going to break down exactly how to build your business foundation in the Hawkeye State, step by step, so you can successfully establish your very own LLC. Let's kick things off with a massive mythbuster right out of the gate. A lot of folks out there think starting a business requires thousands of dollars and sneaky fees, but starting an Iowa LLC, it's surprisingly accessible. We're talking a famously cheap $50 formation fee. $50! And if you want to use a trade name, it's just a $5 filing fee. We're going to cover every single step in meticulous detail today, so even if you're a complete novice, you can easily follow right along. Here's our agenda for today. We'll start with the Iowa LLC advantage, cover naming and your registered agent, walk through the filing and operating agreement, and then wrap it all up with taxes, compliance, and a quick legal disclaimer. Let's just dive right in.
Section 1. The Iowa LLC Advantage. Why the Hawkeye State is really great for business. Consider this problem-solution scenario. Let's say you run a local Iowa bakery as a sole proprietorship. In that setup, there is absolutely zero separation between your business and your personal assets. If the bakery gets sued, your personal savings, maybe even your house, they're on the line. An Iowa LLC, however, creates this legally recognized protective wall. It completely shields your personal assets from business debts and lawsuits, basically allowing you to operate and grow your business with total peace of mind.
And beyond that absolutely crucial asset protection, Iowa offers some really distinct wins. You get pass-through taxation, which just means the LLC's income passes directly to your personal tax return, so you completely dodge that dreaded double taxation traditional corporations get hit with. Plus, Iowa doesn't slap LLCs with a corporate franchise tax. And for ongoing maintenance, get this, you only have to file a report every 2 years for $30. That averages out to just $15 a year to keep your business in good standing. Crazy, right?
Moving on to Section 2. Name and Registered Agent. Establishing your identity and legal contact. First up, your LLC's name absolutely must be distinguishable from any other business already registered with the Iowa Secretary of State. You can easily check availability using their free online fast-track filing database. Your name also needs a proper designator, so you can't just be Hawkeye Landscaping, you've got to be Hawkeye Landscaping LLC or Hawkeye Landscaping LLC. And keep in mind, you can't use restricted words like bank without special permission. Oh, and if you find that perfect name but you're not quite ready to file the paperwork, you can lock it down for 120 days by filing a reservation of name for just $10.
Now, what if you want to operate under a different brand name than your official LLC name? Well, Iowa offers an incredible deal here. They actually have the cheapest DBA or fictitious name filing in all of America. It costs literally $5 to file a fictitious name resolution. That's a huge advantage over other states, and it lets you easily juggle multiple brand identities under one main LLC umbrella.
All right, the next crucial step is appointing your registered agent. Iowa law mandates that every LLC continuously maintains one. Basically, this is a person or an authorized business entity responsible for receiving service of process, like lawsuit notices and official state correspondence on your behalf. They must have a physical street address in Iowa. P.O. boxes, absolutely not allowed here, and they have to be available at that address during standard business hours.
You essentially have two choices here. You can serve as your own registered agent if you actually live in Iowa. It's free, but the big catch is that your home or office address goes onto the permanent public record. And let me tell you, that's pretty much a one-way ticket to a mountain of junk mail and privacy concerns. Alternatively, you can hire a professional registered agent service. A ton of business owners go this route because it shields your personal address from public databases, and it ensures that if a time-sensitive legal document ever does arrive, it's handled immediately by professionals.
All right, Section 3, filing an operating agreement, making your business officially official.
To officially form your business, you're going to file a document called the Certificate of Organization with the Iowa Secretary of State. You can do this super quickly and securely online through the state's fast-track filing system. Honestly, that's highly recommended, and it's the standard way over mailing it in. The fee, just a flat one-time payment of $50. Now, unlike some states, Iowa doesn't actually hand you a fill-in-the-blank state form for this. You draft the document yourself to meet the Iowa Code requirements, though, to be fair, the online portal makes the workflow very straightforward.
It's vital to understand the difference between your certificate of organization and your operating agreement. The certificate is your mandatory public filing that legally creates the LLC. But the operating agreement, That's a private internal contract between the LLC members. Now, Iowa law doesn't legally force you to have one, but it is strongly, strongly recommended. It basically acts as the rule book for your business. It details how profits are split, how decisions are made, and what happens if an owner suddenly wants to leave. Setting up a solid operating agreement is absolutely the best way to prevent future disputes.
Section 4. Taxes, EIN, and compliance. Keeping your LLC in good standing.
So your very next step after state approval should be grabbing an EIN, or Employer Identification Number, from the IRS. It's completely free to get one directly from the IRS website. You can kind of think of an EIN as a social security number, but specifically for your business. You'll absolutely need this 9-digit number to open a business bank account, to hire any employees, and of course to file your federal and state taxes. When it comes to taxes, Iowa LLCs are incredibly flexible. By default, they enjoy that pass-through taxation we talked about. This means the LLC itself pays zero corporate income tax. Instead, the profits flow right through to your personal tax return, which is historically taxed at varying personal rates, up to 10%. Depending on your income bracket. But you also maintain the flexibility to elect corporate taxation later on if it suits your business growth. Oh, and depending on your daily operations, you've got to register on the Iowa Department of Revenue website for state sales tax if you sell physical goods, or for unemployment taxes the literal moment you hire your first employee.
To keep your LLC in good standing, you have to play by Iowa's ongoing compliance rules. Thankfully, Iowa's incredibly low maintenance. Instead of some tedious annual report, Iowa just requires a biennial report. Yep, you only file every 2 years, specifically every odd-numbered year. If you file it online, the fee is just $30. It's really just a simple update to ensure the state has your most current business address and registered agent info on file.
Section 5. Essential Legal Disclaimer. Protecting your next steps.
While we've given you a really comprehensive blueprint today to get your Iowa LLC off the ground, navigating state statutes and federal tax codes always requires precision. So please remember, this explainer is strictly for educational purposes and definitely does not constitute formal legal or financial advice.
Every single business is unique, and making a tiny mistake in your initial setup can have long-term consequences. Please always consult a qualified attorney or tax professional to ensure your specific business needs, your contracts, and your liability shields are thoroughly protected under Iowa law. Seriously, they're there to help you succeed safely.
All right, you have the map, you know the exact fees, and you understand the rules of the road. With its low fees and protective laws, Iowa is practically begging you to start your entrepreneurial journey. So the only question left to answer is, what Iowa business empire are you going to build? Thanks for hanging out with me on this explainer, and best of luck with your brand new venture.